My coworker gave me an edible because he thinks that it would be funny to see me high at work, and he took me to the emergency room. Now he needs to get high because he won't have a job anymore. I've always wanted to try pot, and I have a coworker who works part-time at a dispensary, and he said he would bring me some marijuana to try sometime. I live in California, so I know it's legal, but I don't go to the dispensary because my wife thinks weed is terrible for you and she doesn't want me using it. My coworker came in to work today with some brownies he had made at home and offered me one. I ask him if there's any weed in them, and he says no. I grab one and begin to pound it down with my coffee, except I notice it tastes a bit funny. I ask about the flavor and he says, it's made from all organic, different from typical brownies, and laughs it off. Being the dumbass that I am, I shrug it off and continue through my workday. 30 minutes go by, my heart rate spikes randomly, and I start sweating bullets. I start to breathe manually, and I freak the fuck out. I have no idea what's going on and I end up asking my boss to call an ambulance. I ended up getting picked up and taken to the hospital, and the paramedics asked me questions about how I'm feeling, if I had taken anything, etc. I told them I didn't take anything, and they told me I was having an anxiety attack. I get to the hospital, and my coworker texts me saying he put marijuana in the brownies and thought it would be funny to see me high at work. I tell the paramedic I ingested a marijuana infused brownie and he tells me just to stay hydrated and relax. I feel like poop, and I'm stuck in a hospital right now, and I'm beyond pissed off. I don't know what to do, how to bring this up with my boss, or if I should pursue a lawyer. Please help. Update, he is now telling me I can't tell my boss or HR because I'd get fired for using marijuana on the job. Update 2, a police report has been filed. I reached out to my boss, and he has since then asked my coworker to not come in tomorrow. A meeting with my boss and HR is being set up tomorrow. Update 3, I had a meeting with HR and my manager yesterday regarding the edible and they wanted to know everything that had happened. I explained everything and what had happened to and from the hospital. My coworker lied and told HR that I knew the brownie had marijuana and I took it to get through the workday. They asked me if this was true, and I told them he was lying. My coworker also told HR I've been asking to try marijuana, and that's true. I did ask to try marijuana but never on the job or without my consent. HR told me they needed to hear both sides of the story to pursue further action. The text message I received in the hospital saved my ass. I showed the text message stating the edible had marijuana and that he thought it would be funny to see me high at work. They requested a copy of the screenshot and, after a few more questions, asked me to go home. I have filed for workers' comp and I'm waiting to hear back from my job regarding this mess and what's going to happen now. I'm from California, and I've never done this process before. I'm kind of scared I might get fired, or something will happen with my employment. I guess I'll just have to find out over time. I did notify my boss that the test might not show as positive since I'm not a constant user as advised by Redditors in my last thread. He told me this might be a problem for HR since they will make the final decision on what's going to happen, but he will vouch for me and try to make sure nothing happens with my employment. My coworker now threatens to sue me if he gets terminated for lying about the edible. Can he even do that? I feel like this whole situation is just getting way out of control. I don't even know what to do. Update 4, he's been fired. I came into work today and had another meeting with my boss regarding the current edible incident. They've terminated my coworker, and charges are being pressed. I asked my boss if it was possible to notify the dispensary since I personally want to do as much damage as I can to this guy. My boss took the time to call them and notify his manager. Did it have to go that far? No, but he sure as hell made sure it did. I don't know if he's going to continue to be employed with them, but I'm glad this whole thing is over now. I've received no